Today's day is not less important than Krishna Janmashtami when Krishna was born. That day, not only Sri Krishna was born to Devaki, but also a girl child was born to Yashoda, and the girl child happens to be Shakti or Mahamaya, or the goddess herself. Today's day is not less important than the advent of Homa in Upanishad. This is one of its kind reference in our Vedas, where the reference of advent of goddess comes. If they read the life of Holy Mother, a girl who is born in a village where there is no practical question of any education, secular education as such, she grows up, and it is the will of God that she gets married to Sri Krishna. That incident, you know, how in both the lives, in the life of Sri Krishna and also in the life of Holy Mother, this realization come, premonition come, see the future, and they recognize each other. We all know the incident when Sri Krishna worshipped Sarada Devi. Of course, we cannot say the reason for which the prophets or incarnations behave. But as we see the narration given by Swami Sarada Ji in Lila Prasanga, first and foremost, that Sri Vishnu offers the fruits of all his spiritual practices, including the rosary on which he would have done japa. And the second reason which we see, as if Sri Krishna is invoking Divine Mother in this young girl, telling that, "Oh Mother, you manifest in this young lady and do welfare of the world." Holy Mother's maturity is being seen at the age of 18 or 20 when she comes to Sri Krishna. But later on, it's very interesting to see, if you see the incidents in the chronology or historical perspective, a girl of 22 or 24 is being addressed by the disciples and devotees of Krishna as mother. When disciples started coming, say it was in 1880, 81, 82, maximum all of them came by 82. Mother was born in 53. So it is almost 28 to 29 years old Mother was when most of the disciples came to Sri Krishna. And all were addressing her as mother. She was 28, 29. There is a shloka in our tradition, from the Indian culture and in Indian literature, that you should expect success from everywhere, except from two places. Sarvatram Vijayam Yache, you expect success. Putra Shishya Parajaya. But when you are defeated by your own son or by your own disciple, that defeat is a victory. That you could make your disciple capable enough to defeat you. A simple incidents are happening. Those who have visited Dakshineshwar and see where Sri Ramakrishna used to stay and when Sarada Devi used to stay, there is a small internal lane, not the public lane, but within the campus there is a small lane. One side Sri Ramakrishna stays in the corner house. The other side you can see the Dakshineshwar temple. And the river side, you can see this Naubat. Naubat is a very old concept. A small structure where in the morning or in the evening, different melodies will be played by the musicians. As you know, in Indian music, the ragas or the melodies which we sing has timings. Every melody is created for a particular time, morning or evening or afternoon or midnight. So this was there. Those who have visited Dakshineshwar have seen this Naubat where Holy Mother used to stay. Hardly anybody has seen the opposite side of Naubat, which is nowhere in the reference. But there used to be two Naubats. If you keep the Dakshineshwar temple looking at the Ganges, looking from the Ganga, left hand side is the Naubat where Mother used to stay, and there is the right side Naubat. That is not in reference anywhere. So these were the two places where the music was played. And this music was offered to the goddess and to the deities who are worshipped in the Dakshineshwar temple. As I told, disciples started coming. Many of them used to stay overnight, householders and later would be monks to them too. And Mother was supposed to cook for them with the help of a helper. Sri Ramakrishna was very cautious about looking after his disciples. And he would ask, how many chapatis you ate tonight? So Baburam Maharaj, later Swami Brahmananji, he told about 5 or 6 or some figure. Sri Ramakrishna was annoyed. So what if you eat in the night, how in the morning you are going to meditate? So Sri Ramakrishna goes to Holy Mother and says, don't spoil the future of these children. And that is one incident when Holy Mother says to Sri Ramakrishna, you don't worry about them, I will look after them. In a way, Sri Ramakrishna, Mother says not to worry about it. So what question Sri Ramakrishna raised was not proper. Mother will look after. Sri Ramakrishna goes away from there, but we can imagine that he was happy inside in his heart of hearts that the purpose for which Sarada Devi has come is slowly being manifested. You know the incident in Kashipur garden house in the last few months of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna says, you will have to work more than what I have done. And we are talking about that historical era, 1880s. Ladies of cultured, good families will not come in public. So Mother said, I am a woman, what can I do? Sri Ramakrishna said, what I have done, you will do much more than that. Think from 1886 to 1920, almost 34, 35 years. Holy Mother looked after the devotees, monastics and lay, also looked after the order. Swami Gambhirananda Ji has written a book called History of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. There he says, Holy Mother was not in any committee. She was not in any post, neither president or secretary or anything. But her words were the last words for the disciples. A person like Swami Vivekananda, who was known for his straightforward, strict decisions. But it was only Holy Mother who could alter, change the decision of Swamiji even. Mother's word was the last word for the disciples. Sri Ramakrishna has said to his disciples before he left that she is like a cat covered in the ash. These are all typical village Bengali similes which Sri Ramakrishna says. Camouflage completely. You won't be able to know the greatness of her. She is simpler than the simplest. That alone the scholars say, at least in Sri Ramakrishna there was huge manifestation of Sattva Guna. In Holy Mother that too was hidden. Devotees have seen Sri Ramakrishna going into Samadhi just by hearing the name of God. But if they have to see Holy Mother in Samadhi, it was impossible. She covers herself, just now we sang Stotra, Lajjapatavate. She was completely covered. Sister Nivedita, in her reminiscences, writes that I have a doubt if Swami Vivekananda has seen the face of Sri Ramakrishna, seen the face of Holy Mother. Sorry. It was not possible, except 3 or 4 disciples of Sri Ramakrishna like Swami Adbhutanandaji or Swami Sarada Devi and Swami Advaitananda. The rest of the disciples have no scope of seeing the face of Holy Mother. So, she is Lajjapatavate. Here, in the same stotra, the 6th shloka of this stotra which we just sang, beautiful incident takes place in Nilapur Babu's garden house. Swami Abhedanandaji is a young monk, comes to Holy Mother and says, Mother, I have written a stotra, I have written a hymn for you. Mother says, why should you write on me? Abhedanandaji says, I want you to hear it. Abhedanandaji is repeating, Pratikim Paramam Vayam Varanam Nararupa Dharam Janata Vahara. That's what I just need to see. When the 6th shloka came, there was sudden change in the mood of Holy Mother. It's a very, very significant shloka. All shlokas are great. This is a very significant shloka called Ramakrishna Gataprana. Her whole life is centered in Sri Ramakrishna. Tan Nama Shravana Priyam. She loves, she cherishes to hear the name of Sri Ramakrishna. Many of our senior monks have told, when we do japa, when we take the name of Sri Ramakrishna, the happiest person is Holy Mother. When she initiated people, after that, every evening, Sister Nivedita also has written in reminiscences. Mother used to sit in the evenings and hours after hours do japa. Sister Nivedita herself went and asked, what is the need for you to do japa? Mother says, many come and take initiation, but do not do japa. I do on behalf of them. Other times she says, many times I feel, if I do japa, it will do good to the world. act is the same, process is the same. Japa, what we do, japa, what mother used to do, could be the same. But it is a person's realization within. So when Sri Ramakrishna leaves mother behind, many incidents are there. One or two incidents I will try to narrate here, which you may not have even heard, because I have not seen any book in English which these incidents are translated yet. Sri Ramakrishna said to the disciples, she is Sarada, she is Saraswati, she has come to impart knowledge to the world. What knowledge? She herself is illiterate. She could read, she could write little. But how she can be Saraswati to impart knowledge to the people? There are incidents where the disciples and devotees were wondered how mother can give solutions of practical problems and also spiritual problems. Such practical solutions without fear. Two incidents I would like to narrate here. There was a British high official. In his public lecture, he mentioned that nowadays there are many terrorists, those whom Indians call freedom fighters. India is a British terrorists. So he says in his public speech in Dhaka, Bangladesh, that nowadays I hear many terrorists are joining Ramakrishna order and becoming monks. Swami Sarada Devi was very disturbed. Went to Holy Mother. Mother says, no, Sahib doesn't know. Those who come here have a spiritual goal. They do not have any other goal. Why don't you go and talk to them? Talk to him. Miss MacLeod arranged the meeting of Swami Sarada Ji with this British high official. And that could be probably one of its kind incident where a British publicly apologized and said that was my misunderstanding. This was Holy Mother who told to do that. Some spiritual solutions also. Swami Virajananda was initiated by Holy Mother, but sannyasa from Swami Vivekananda. So many times we call him Mother's disciple, sometimes we call him Swami's disciple, according to the context. He goes to Holy Mother and says, I am not able to meditate. When I meditate, headache, migraine starts. Mother says, where do you meditate? He said, center of the forehead. No, meditate at the heart. This could be simple information for us, but it is not possible without one's own experiences and understanding to give a solution to the problems of a disciple. Sri Ramakrishna has said quite a few statements about Holy Mother to different disciples at different times. Sri Ramakrishna used to ask questions sometimes to the devotees just to understand where the devotee's mind and how much a devotee's understanding is. For example, he used to ask, what you have to say about me? One disciple came and says, I do not know, but I know only that much that I cannot live without you. Another devotee comes and says, I feel that one who was Jesus Christ, one who was Chaitanya, is what you are. In the same way, Sri Ramakrishna is asking questions to the devotees, especially the lady devotees. For example, Gaurima, Sri Ramakrishna asked, whom do you love more, me or she? Now Gaurima was extremely intelligent. She told two lines in Bengali, meaning that, oh Krishna, when people are in trouble, they call your name Madhusudana. But when you are in trouble, you sing the name of Radha through your flute. Sri Ramakrishna understood the meaning that her love for Holy Mother is on a different level. Even many times, Sri Ramakrishna gives credit to Holy Mother. It's very interesting to note that many times people, when they read the life of Sri Ramakrishna and also the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, that he has so much renunciation, so much vairagya. He could avoid getting married itself. Why he got married? Very different answers are there for this. Sri Ramakrishna is considered as an ideal for the monks and also for the householders. If Sri Ramakrishna would be a monk in normal sense of the term, then most of the householders will say he is a monk, he doesn't understand our life. He cannot be our ideal. And if he would have been a householder in normal sense of the term, then monks will not bother to hear him. Even when the small incident happened when Swamiji was a young child, he was, as a Hindu boy, worshipping Sri Rama. Then he felt, Rama was married, why should I worship a person who is married? And Swamiji literally throws away the statue or discards it and then start meditating on Shiva. Sri Ramakrishna gives importance to Holy Mother in this way and says that it's not me, it is she. If she would not have been so great, I do not know. That could be his humility to tell us, but he accepts that I would not be, I would have been able to control myself if she would not have been so great. Hriday was a nephew of Sri Ramakrishna, was instrumental in looking after Sri Ramakrishna in a very critical time when Sri Ramakrishna most of the time did not have the body consciousness. So to look after such a person was not easy, and Hriday Ram took the job. But Hriday was a very common man in that way, though we cannot say him common, much greater than us, because he got the opportunity to stay, nobody else can, in company of Sri Ramakrishna. But he was very rustic in his behavior. So one day, he says little roughly something to Holy Mother. There is an incident when Holy Mother was trying to read and write. Hriday Ram goes and snatches away the notebooks and says, there is not study. If you study, you will read novels. Of course, that became true later. So, Sri Ramakrishna says to Hriday Ram, whatever you behave with me is a different thing. But if you behave that rudely with her, I will not be able to save you. To another devotee, Sri Ramakrishna told, if one who is there inside this means inside him, if he is angry, you may be saved. But one who is in her, if that becomes angry, even Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesha, three gods also cannot save you. There is a word used in our mantra also. Because Sve Mahimni Pratishtita, Holy Mother is great, not just because she is spiritual consort or wife of Sri Ramakrishna. Here I would like to touch one point which are practical for us. Sometimes new people come, they do not know those pictures we keep in our rooms and offices. So showing at Holy Mother, they say, who is she? What will be your answer? Or what will generally be our answer? Either we say, no, we call her mother. Or mostly people say, she is wife of Sri Ramakrishna. If anybody comes and asks about your mother, who is she? Will you tell that she is wife of my father? No. You just say, she is my mother. This simple basic identification is difficult to come. I tell a real incident which happened with me many years before, at least about 38 to 40 years before. We decided to put Sri Ramakrishna Mother and Swamiji's life-size picture in our auditorium. So there was 40 years before, there was a different way of lamination. You have a frame and you put a cardboard and put photographs and put a plastic and then staple it. That was the first lamination came. So I went to the market, and this framing work is mostly done by Muslims. So chances are that they do not know about Hindu traditions. So I brought a huge picture of Holy Mother in a square frame almost around 4 feet by 3 feet. And looking at the picture, that young man very sarcastically asked me, in a very sarcastic tone also, something like this, who is she? This tone he used. And I felt a little sorry later on that I was late by 3-4 seconds in telling that she is my mother. Don't speak like that. So idea is this, that worshipping an idol, worshipping a prophet or incarnation, is our identity, our identification with them is important. The incident which I was mentioned, which you may not have heard, that incident happens in Balaram Mandir. Now, Balaram Basu's house in Bagbaza is the one house which is visited by Sri Ramakrishna for more than 100 times. So he lived after Dakshineshwar and Kashipur, in Shyampukur up to a certain extent, where Sri Ramakrishna stayed for about 70-75 days. It was Balaram Babu's house in Bagbaza, where Sri Ramakrishna visited maximum number of times. This incident happens there. Disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, whenever they fall sick, they will go and stay in Balaram Babu's house. Because at that time, Bharatnagar Mutt, Bazar Mutt, there was no means for any kind of treatment. So, Balaram Babu's house was open for monks to go. Big house at that time, he was considered as a big landlord. Holy Mother is there. Also, Swami Adbhutanandaji is there. Why this incident is important is, you do not find any other incident where a monastic disciple of Sri Ramakrishna behaves so closely with Holy Mother. Of course, there are incidents of Swami Sarada Devi, one or two. But this incident is very unique. Holy Mother is on the ground floor. We say ground floor, which you call it first floor. And Latu Maharaj is on the second floor upstairs. And he is in a mood of vairagya. So he started speaking slowly in the beginning. I'm a monk. I don't have any relationship with anybody. I don't have a mother. I don't have a father. I don't have anybody. I'm a monk. I'm alone. You know, there are dictums are there. Ekevacharya Bhikshu. Sannyasi is always alone. So he was in a full that mood. And slowly he became so much engrossed in telling this. I don't need father. I don't need mother. I'm a monk. I'm alone. It was so loud that Holy Mother could hear it from below. And you will find now also when you go, though it is more innovative now, but the steps are there. You can see from above. So Holy Mother saw and heard what Latu Maharaj Swami Abdhutanji was telling. Holy Mother from there itself told, yeah, you don't need to even accept me. Suddenly, as if Abdhutanji woke up, what he is telling, rushed to Holy Mother and practically cried because he is rejecting mother or father. So Latu Maharaj was crying. Seeing Latu Maharaj, Abdhutanji crying, Holy Mother also started crying. And this is one incident which I have not seen in any of the disciples. Abdhutanji takes the end of his cloth, what we wear like leather, and wipes the tears of Holy Mother and says, should a girl or a lady cry when she is going to her father's house? Generally in normal traditions, when the wife or the lady of the household goes to father's house, she is very happy. So in the same way, Latu Maharaj says that. So it's a simple incident, but that shows that how much Latu Maharaj had devotion for Holy Mother. Remember the first time, before Latu Maharaj was even introduced to Holy Mother, Latu Maharaj was meditating at the bank of Ganga. It was evening time. There was nobody to help Holy Mother in cooking. Sri Ramakrishna goes and says very significant statement to Latu Maharaj and says, on whom you are meditating is preparing the dough for chapati. Go and help. You are meditating on Divine Mother, and that Divine Mother is working hard for you. And that was the introduction, and Latu Maharaj goes and became practically very intimate assistant or a sevaka of Holy Mother. Comes to Swami Sarada. Now, when Holy Mother was there, seeing her simple life, unassuming attires, behavior is so simple. So people used to mistake that how she can be great. People are worshipping her, people are respecting her just because people worship Sri Ramakrishna. So here is a disciple of Swami Sarada who comes and says that Sri Ramakrishna was incarnation of God. But I don't think Holy Mother is so great. So Sarada told that means you don't consider Sri Ramakrishna also as an incarnation. No, I have full faith in him that Sri Ramakrishna was great, incarnation of God. Then Swami Sarada says, if Sri Ramakrishna was incarnation of God, do you think he got married to a person, a girl, who is collecting cow dung in the village? That's what Sri Ramakrishna told. That she has come by hiding her real form. Otherwise, people will look at her with the wrong eyes. It's we never think in that line, but there are incidents, there are two incidents. About Holy Mother incident is relevant here. Another is from Ramayana, that Lakshmana is not able to recognize the ornaments of Sita, that incident. But that is one side. In Holy Mother's life, this incident is there. Udbodhan house was already constructed. Holy Mother had only that roof, the third floor, the terrace. That was the only place where Mother could, without hesitation, could remove her veil and at least could dry her hairs. Because there was hardly any big house nearby. But there was a house of Girish Chandra Ghosh. Now also it is there in the center of the road. That also is a two-story house. So aerial distance is little far. So Holy Mother was there on the roof in the morning, drying her hair in the rising sun. Girish Chandra Ghosh also was on the roof of his own house with his son. So the son looked and says, and came to Girish Ghosh, the father, see, Mother is there on the roof. Girish Chandra Ghosh says, yeah, could be. The son said, no, you see, Mother is there. Girish Chandra said, yes, when you say she must be there, but I cannot look at her. The son said, what if they not do? I can see, you also can see. Here is the a level of morality. It's practically we don't have any idea. We all are good people, we are all moral, none of us are immoral. But our level of morality is far from this level. Girish Chandra Ghosh says to his son, I cannot look at Mother when she doesn't know that I am looking at her. Before looking at someone, do we take permission? But here was Girish Chandra Ghosh, who otherwise, because of his bohemian nature, we say that he was like this. No? Sri Ramakrishna only was a person who could recognize Girish Chandra Ghosh as a person who has 125% faith in God, faith in Sri Ramakrishna. Swami Vivekananda could accept the respect or pronouns from everyone except one, that is Girish Chandra Ghosh. So, the greatness of Holy Mother is not just because of her being in the family of Sri Ramakrishna's huge family, but she herself was so great. The spiritual aspect which is being manifested in Mother is in a practical side. You do not see the miracles or you don't see the visions and all that in her own behavior. It was so that people used to come to her just for a short time to see her and then live the life by getting her blessings. When she was in Kualpara near Jerabati, in the dead of the night, some of these young boys who are freedom fighters used to come just to take mantra, initiation from her, and then go away. That's why when the Indian freedom movement was in a full swing at that time, Rishi Aurobindo, who also met Holy Mother, and Holy Mother could recognize him and say, he's my brave son. Rishi Aurobindo said at one time that the Indian freedom movement is not a political movement, it's a spiritual movement. From this point of view. So, Mother was responsible and Mother was instrumental in changing the lives of thousands at that time. People from unknown quarters. A Muslim gentleman comes to him. He was connected with Bombay cinema business at that time, very early stage. After a decade or so, death of the great Dada Saheb Phalke after that. So this Muslim gentleman comes to Holy Mother and says, give me a mantra so that I can see Allah. And Mother initiated him. Different people came from different aspects, and Mother's love was the same for everyone. You have heard and read the incidents. She says in one line, what Sarada is for me, Amjad is for me. Now, Swami Sarada Devi is such a great man. Not only he is a monk, he is in every possible way embodiment of the values which we find in Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures. And Mother says he is as good, same to me, as Amjad is. And Amjad was a dacoit in that locally who used to steal and rob people. But when he used to come to Holy Mother, Mother will show the same affection. The same-sightedness is very difficult to achieve. We consider that as our ideal, but it is extremely, extremely difficult until we rise in spirituality. Sri Ramakrishna as an example. When you go to a high-rise structure, in Calcutta they call it monument, so about, say, 120 feet tall building. So he said, when you go up and see, below you see the people are like dots, and you cannot recognize who is an ordinary person and who is a VIP. With this example, other side of the example is this: it is you who will go to the monument of the top. You have to go up in height, and only you can see the same-sighted view of the people. Otherwise, we cannot. In our ignorance and in the world of duality, it is difficult to have this same-sightedness. So, remembering Mother as a child cannot live without Mother. In our order, one monk was asked once, decent monks, that according to you, why do you think Sri Ramakrishna would have married when he had no intention to live a worldly life? That Swami rebuked this young monk and says, you fool, you don't understand? We would not have mother. And what is the life without mother? Ask the orphans who doesn't have mother. So, blessed we are that we have this trio or the three ideals together. The spirituality which Sri Ramakrishna demonstrated and talks about is manifested in day-to-day life, doing most insignificant small jobs. Mother has not given lectures. Mother never gave a stage performance. Mother never addressed a big group of people. Only few ladies will come and Mother will be in the way. Beautiful narrations and descriptions are there in Sister Nivedita's letters. She says, very interesting to note, Mother is sitting like any other 5-6 ladies talking. Mother is talking spiritual things, but very in a joking, good mood. Suddenly, somebody from below, somebody from the ground floor will say, so and so is coming. And Sister Nivedita, I don't remember exactly what she said, and she says, suddenly everything is quiet down. All the ladies disperse and go to other rooms. And Mother's veil, which was on the head, comes right to the toes. And then the gentleman comes at the door and does pranam from there. Doesn't even come closer to Mother. He speaks, Mother replies. Sometimes Mother replies and other lady will be there who will amplify Mother's words. So we have this idea. The high spiritual ideals are translated in day-to-day small jobs. Holy Mother's life has proved one thing for a common people like you and me, that what work we do not only important, but the attitude behind that work and the bhava or the spiritual attitude behind that work and what we do is important. Today is a great auspicious day. There are many incidents we can talk about Holy Mother. Generally, when our regular classes are there, we do bring Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna's and Swamiji's life stories in our lectures. So today is a great day, great auspicious day. We had programs since morning. We have still little program left. In the name of Mother, we seek Mother's blessings to make our life pure. Mother was considered as embodiment of purity. A spiritual life of any aspirant start with achieving purity, and he completes his or her life by achieving that purity. That purity is everything. Purity in all possible levels: physical, mental, intellectual, spiritual. Purity of purpose, purity of intention, purity of birth. May all we get blessed and be pure in our life just to reach the feet of Mother. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Devi Mata, Amodare Tirayado Jagate Mata Go Jagate Mata, Ramchandra Pita Mai Shama Devi Mata, Amodare Tirayado Jagate Mata Go Jagate Mata, Mahamaya Janmanilo Bhakti Prem Milate, Mahamaya Janmanilo Bhakti Prem Milate.
Jai
निरञ्जनं नित्यमनन्तरूपं भक्तानुकम्पाधृतविग्रहं वै ईशावतां परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामः। श्रीरामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने कामहारिणे। सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने कामहारिणे। जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय। जय श्री महामाई की जय। जय श्री स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय। Please come to Sarada Devi.